Hey guys, I am in the middle of an anxiety attack, and that is not what God wants. So today while I was editing videos, when I edit, I have so much like void space in between things processing, and I'll edit like one clip and let it like process and download it into my computer and whatnot, and all that takes time, so it'll take about, a couple minutes to do, or I'll work on like multiple video projects at one time, so maybe I'm editing 2 different videos in like 2 different softwares or something, and I'm waiting for one to load, or I'm waiting for something else to down, I don't know. I just get all this space of time where I'm not doing something, and I don't like space and time where I'm doing nothing. So, I always have stuff on my mind. So I went and joined this little Catholic site that's kind of like Yahoo Answers for Christians. You can go in there, you can ask questions. I always have questions, and a lot of times when I type my questions in on Google, they don't come up, and I'm like, okay, that's great. I don't have a lot of people in my life that are Catholic. I'm the only Catholic in my family that I know of, or like in my household, and my mom's side of the family is like Protestants, Baptists, and my dad's like Muslim, my uncle's Muslim. There are other people in my dad's side of the family that are like Protestant and Baptist, and so I'm just sitting here on my little quest to be a good Christian, and I'm like, oh, let me ask these questions from these Christian people, because I'm not at school to ask my priest. Like, if I was at school, I'd just ask Father Vaccaro and be like, hey, can we have a meeting? I have meetings with him a lot when I was at school, regarding like my conversion classes and doing all these things that I was doing. Shy me though, I didn't like to go to the Catholic Center because I'm shy as heck, and I was like, oh my god, I don't know people, even though everybody there is literally so nice. I don't know what I'm worried about. I'm rambling. I'm so stressed right now because I joined the Catholic site, and my whole life has just been blown to pieces. I mean, to me as a human it has. To God it's like, it's fine, chill the fuck out. But to me, I am about to have a breakdown. I went on there and I was asking, is it like terrible that I don't want kids in my life? Because I don't want that. I was writing how like I've known since I was 4 years old. I didn't want kids. I never played with my dolls like that. I thought it was strange and weird and like creepy, and I was like, ew, this doll is not my child. And my friends would play house and they'd be like, I want to be the mom. I was like, I want to be the dog or the baby. Something else I'd make up just so I didn't have to be anybody's mother. I would pick being the dad or the brother over being the mom, because I was just like, no. So my whole life, praying on that, my whole life, I just assumed that God is just like, oh, you don't want to have kids. And that went on through my whole life. Now, as a 21-year-old, I'm like definitely certain I don't want kids. And over the summer, I was like, I'm gonna get a tubal litigation. Like, I'm gonna get my tubes tied. Like, since I was 18, I was like, I want to get my tubes tied. And I've had time, for 3 years, to pray on that and to say that's what I want. I go to the gynecologist. They're like, oh my god, you're so stupid. And I'm like, I'm sorry that I know what I want in my life. Like, I'm just the type of person that knows things about myself, and normally when I know something, I do it. That makes me happy, and I'm fine. My whole life's been fine until I become this adult person where everyone's telling me I need to do this and this and this. Anyway, so I haven't got my tubes tied yet, but I still want it to happen, but I didn't want it to happen if I was going to be like greatly sinning or something. I really wish I was able to give my ability to conceive to some woman who like couldn't do it. Like, it breaks my heart that I'm like, oh no, I don't want kids, and there are people who really want kids and are struggling to have them, or like have them and have them taken away or something. Like, I feel like a terrible person. So this Catholic thing, this website is making me feel worse. This one guy was like, the permanent intention against children precludes marriage as your vocation, and not having kids, not wanting kids is a predecessor to like the marriage vocation, and like maybe you're not supposed to get married. And then like, people are like, you should just be a nun, and I'm like, I don't want to be a nun. I don't want to be a virgin for the rest of my life. And I'm like, oh my god, am I gonna be alone for the rest of my life? Because that is something that messes with me every day. The fact that I don't have a boyfriend, and I don't, like, nobody ever wants to be in relationships with me, and I don't understand why. And then I'm like, I look at like other people that I hang out with, and I'm like, I'm this girl that's like far less attractive than all her friends. Like, my friends are freaking hot. I'm unattractive, and I'm like, I know I'm unattractive, like, look at this, but I'm not like unattractive to the point where I'm like disgustingly ugly where people would look at me and go, ugh. I mean, I guess I am to like societal standards. Like, most of my friends that aren't really even my friends anymore are so much more attractive. They're like hot, like I have all these hot friends, and then it's just like me, this little lump, hanging out with them all the time. Like my last roommate that I had, Sarah, she was like the most beautiful girl I've ever seen in my life. And my friend Flo, she's hot as I don't know what. My friend Sabrine's having like the biggest glow up I've ever seen in my life. And I had a mini glow up, and now I'm just sitting around like, okay. My friends don't even really like me that much. Anxiety pushed me over the edge over the summer, and basically the whole 2 years I was in college, I was in this state of like, this like, my whole anxiety and like mental health just went out the window when I started college, and like it made them kind of have like an aversion to me. So I fucked up my whole friendships there, and that sucks, you know? So like I'm always by myself or with Lisa, and like Lisa's like my sister type person, and like my friend Tiffany moved and I miss her and her 2 sons. Like I feel so freaking lonely all the time. Like, what the frick am I supposed to do? That's why I make these YouTube videos, so I can feel like I'm talking to someone. Like I need therapy. I have a therapist. I had a therapist for 3 years. But this stuff like doesn't get fixed, and I'm trying so freaking hard to do this whole like, I did a purity purge when I was like 14 or 15, you know, got a purity ring. I don't wear it anymore because I lost it, and I was like, I'm not gonna have sex till I'm married. And so a lot of guys like, oh, I don't want to date you because you don't want to have sex, and I'm like, alright, that's fine. I don't want to be with a guy that wants to have sex because it just makes no sense. That it's not gonna work, you know? So then I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna be alone for the rest of my life. That's what it seems like these people online are saying is God's will, and they're like, oh, well, maybe you're just supposed to be alone. And I don't want to be alone. I have like this great desire of wanting to be some guy's wife, and like wanting to do stuff with him and have like a forever best friend, and like love him and hug him, and like I sleep so terribly by myself. Like it's terrible. Like I don't know. And I need a person. Like I can't stand not having a certain type of human interaction, and like I'm lucky because I'm so easily able to give my love and care to people in all forms. But the one form that's missing right now is like a romantic relationship type love, and it's bothering me, and I feel like this void hole, and I hate it, and it makes me want to throw up. All I want is to give my love and time and affection and support to some guy that I love and that loves me back, but nobody likes me. And I'm like, why? And then I'm like, okay, I'll just pray for a boyfriend. I have not wanted to be in a relationship until college happened and I started getting older and more mature. Like through high school, I was like, F that, I don't need a boyfriend. I'm a kid, I'm gonna live my kid life. Like whatever, I'm gonna go to school and like hang out and eat snacks and do what kids do and whatever. Now that I'm like older and like friends are starting to get married and like move in with their boyfriends and they're like doing all these things, and I'm like, what the heck? I'm not good at anything except for like creative things, and I'm like, well, no. And then I think my mental health issues, like guys don't like that, and they're like, oh, you're depressed, I'm gonna talk to you when you're depressed, and like it just pushes a lot of people away. And then I have like trust issues with guys because my parents got divorced and it has fucked me up. And I'm just like, I want so badly to be able to give my love and affection to some guy and get married one day. But then the whole thing that I don't want kids comes into play. And now these people on this Catholic website are like, oh, you're supposed to be alone. And they're like, oh, sterilization's a moral sin of the 5th commandment. And I'm like, how is that a 5th commandment? I'm pretty sure the 5th commandment is honor thy mother and thy father. And I'm like, I talk to my family about this, and most people in my family are so on board with me not wanting kids. Like, they're just like, it's fine. Like, my mom, she's great. My dad's the only one that has, like, an issue with it. But he's not even, like, mad. He's just like, oh, I think you should wait. And I'm like, oh, I know. So I started the journey early because you can't get a tubal litigation at my age because doctors are like, you're crazy. And they laugh at me, and they're so mean to me. And I'm like, I'm so sorry. I know what I want. That doesn't give you, a health professional that I'm going to for help, to ridicule me and be like, you're so stupid, like everybody wants kids. So then I feel like fucked up, like something's wrong with me. So like that's like this whole like running thing in my life, like something is wrong with me. And I'm like, why do I have to have stuff wrong with me all the time? You know? I'm trying so hard to like be a person, be a good person, be nice, you know? And everyone's like, no. Like literally everything in my life is just no, 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 no. It just makes me really sad because I'm still looking on here. The same person was like, if you indicate you have mental issues, and I feel like that's a reason to not have kids, because I do. I want to pass on these mental health issues to a kid, and like I love kids so much. I think they're beautiful. Like I have 2 nephews, and they're like my favorite kids in the whole world. They're so cute and so sweet, and I loved watching them for my friend Tiffany and hanging out with all 3 of them. And I love them so dearly in my heart. Like if something were to happen to them, or even to her, I would be heartbroken. I know not as as much as she would be because she's their mother, but like I'm so close to them. Like I've known those kids since they were born. They're 2 and 3 now, so I'm so connected to them. But anyway, I use like my mental health thing as like not another reason not to have kids, because other than just the fact that I don't want them and I feel like I'm not supposed to have them, I add that in because it makes people understand a little bit more, because like crazy people shouldn't have kids, but I'm not like crazy, you know, like terrible. I mean, sometimes I get pretty bad and like I can't take care of myself per se, like when I lay in bed and don't shower for a week and like I'm just laying there in cookie crumbs, like I hate myself. Or when I like go back to self-harm or taking pills and just pray and cry in my bed all night, praying my rosary all night so I can distract myself from bad thoughts that I have. You can't raise a kid under that kind of stress and that kind of thing. I don't want that for a kid. I think kids are beautiful. I'm almost ready to like give up my career instead of being alone forever. Like I don't want to be one of those people that's alone forever but really far in their career and then they're like 80 years old and by themselves. I don't want to be a nun. I want to have sex one day. I'm not sitting here being a virgin for the rest of my life. I'm not featuring that. And a lot of guys don't like me for that, and that sucks because I'm a really great person. Like, just because I don't want to have sex with you doesn't mean that I can't offer you other things that are important and valuable in life. You know, I took a purity pledge. Like, it means a lot to me, and a lot of people now are in hookup culture, and I hate that. And I know people that have gotten into relationships from hookup culture, but I don't do that hookup thing. I don't go to parties and make out with some guy, or like go out and have sex with them, or go on Tinder and look for people to have sex with, or you know, whatever. Like, I don't have time for that. Like, I don't want that. I want to hang out with some guy that likes me, talk about stuff, move somewhere where smoking weed is okay, smoke weed with them and eat snacks and watch TV and hug them and kiss them and go places, adventures. I want to go on road trips and adventures. And I want another guy that also loves Jesus as much as I do, and that is so hard to find, and that makes me upset. So, I mean, people are like, you're confusing your inner feelings for between God's will. And I know, that's why I asked the question. I know that my feelings, what I want, and what God wants are two different things, and what God wants trumps what I want, but like, I so deeply like don't like what could be what God wants for me, to just be alone. I hate being alone. I'm always by myself. Like, nobody wants to talk to me, nobody wants to hang out with me, nobody can, and I don't drive, so I can't go a lot of places in the first place. I don't know, and then people are like, don't marry a guy and not give him kids, and I'm like, well, I'm not gonna marry some guy that wants kids in the first place. Like, that would be stupid, to just marry someone and then throughout their marriage be like, oh, I don't want kids, by the way. And then some people are like, oh, well, since contraception is like not permitted in Catholics, like most people, like, they just have sex when they're married and they end up pregnant. I know people like that, and honestly are like, man, I wish I didn't have kids, or they seem exhausted or just like stressed, or they get divorced, or their relationships are weird and ruined, or I don't want that. I want my relationship to be me focusing on my husband and what he needs, and him focusing on making me chill and happy and whatnot. Like, people are like, just have a kid because that's what we're supposed to do, but like, I would be so freaking unhappy, and I wouldn't want to make a kid unhappy because that's not fair. There's such beautiful souls that deserve so much from a parent that can give them literally everything. And I feel like if you can't love a kid and give them everything, you shouldn't have one. So many people just have kids all willy-nilly and they're like, and then they later regret it. You know, I don't want to be put in the position where I'm married one day and I have sex and all of a sudden there's an accidental pregnancy, because I'm super against abortion. Like, I'm not doing that. I think it's murder, and I think it's absolutely terrible, and it breaks my heart. So like, wouldn't be able to do that, and then I would feel guilty about giving a kid up for adoption, and then later I would grow up and be like, oh, my mom didn't want me, blah blah. I'm like, I don't want to be that person, like, you know. And then I don't want to raise it. Like, I won't be giving it my all, and it won't be getting everything it should be getting. That's not cool. People are also saying that I'm selfish and that my motivation is selfish. I feel absolutely terrible about myself. Like, I was on the couch, like, about to cry because I'm just like, what's going on? And then I was talking about how I've never had a boyfriend, I'm not in a relationship, and never have been, and it just sucks. There's no reason that I should be feeling this strong desire to do what I'm feeling to someone. You know, it just doesn't make any sense to me, and I pray to God for it. I pray the rosary every night, you know. I try to get rid of things that I'm not supposed to be doing, like sexual desire. I've had a question about that too, because like, I'm not supposed to be having sex, but like a normal person, I have a sex drive and a sexual desire. So then I can't do anything about it, so normally I just eat and go to sleep and forget about it, or just pray my rosary, because, you know, that takes about 20 minutes, you know, and I try to really not focus on sex, and sex is just out everywhere, just in my face all the time, and I'm sex. I'm good at sex, you're bad at sex. I'm like, you know, so I'm just like completely stressed, like I'm having a breakdown, and I need to rant, so here I am. I just don't know what to do with myself right now. Like, I'm so stressed and I'm so upset, and like all I want to do right now is go to sleep, and I want to throw up because I just feel overwhelmed and upset and broken. What's wrong with me? Why am I gross by societal standards? Like, why do I have to be the ugly friend? I'm a cool person. I'm fun. I like to eat. I'm not obsessed about my weight and like all that crap. And you know, I try to enjoy my life. I try to get close to God. And then I worried that like me wanting so badly to be in a relationship is me not loving Jesus enough. So then I got stressed and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm not being a good Catholic. Like, you know, all my life I've loved Jesus. Like, I've grown up with Jesus and praying before I go to bed and praying before meals. Like, I'm always praying. Like, literally, most of the time in public, in my head, I'm praying. You know, that's just how I am. I'm like, am I not putting the right amount of importance of Jesus in my heart? Is that why my heart feels like there's a hole in it? Like, I'm supposed to be filling it with Jesus. Like, I thought, you know, I'm trying to do everything to be close to Jesus. But then I feel like, you know, me wanting a relationship is like me not loving Jesus enough, so then I worry about that, and like, what am I supposed to do? My mom got me this devotional, like, Too Blessed to Be Stressed. I have all that stuff about that, you know? When I read this, I'm like, okay, don't stress, it's fine. But I'm still like, right now, I've never felt so stressed in my whole life, because I feel like my whole life is falling apart right now. So live in my parents' house. My mom lives in North Carolina now. Mother stresses me out. I stress myself out. I don't have a job. I'm not good at anything unless it's creative, and that I haven't even been able to do that because I've been dealing with my mental health issues, and that's just absolutely terrible right now. I do my devotions every day. I read the Bible every day, try to. I pray my rosary every day, especially because it's Lent. I've been fasting and abstaining, and that's part of the reason I've been so like focused on asking these questions, because it's Lent. So I'm thinking a lot more and praying a lot more, and it's making me, at first it felt really good. But now here I am, a week until Easter, and I feel absolutely terrible. But I think it's my anxiety acting up. I'm just gonna go to bed. I'm gonna try to think about it. I guess this will be my first Sunday video. Welcome to my life where I'm paranoid and stressed all the time. I think I'm gonna go pray my rosary and cry myself to sleep. Eat some snacks. I'm not even supposed to be eating a lot of snacks because I'm fasting for Lent. 2 snacks a day. I haven't even eaten today. Like, my appetite's gone because I'm stressed, and earlier it was gone because I was working on videos, so I just didn't have time to eat, and that's not normal for me. Anybody who knows me knows I eat nonstop and I love food. That's part of the reason I fast for Lent, because I have a problem with gluttony and just eating because I can, and that's not cool because there are people starving all over the world and down the street from me and whatever. It's terrible, you know. I just feel like a terrible person, and sometimes I think I'm an okay person, I'm a good person, but tonight, I just feel absolutely terrible about myself and my life and where it's going, and like, I don't know what to do. I think I'm just gonna go to bed, cry. I probably feel better after crying. Crying releases endorphins. I'm just trying not to hurt myself anymore. That's what I'm trying not to. I haven't self-harmed in so long, and I want to keep that up. I'm just gonna go pray my rosary. I might pray it 3 times. I don't know. I'm gonna pray my rosary. I'm gonna go cry. I'm so tired, and I think I'm getting sick, and that's adding to it. Like, my throat hurts, and I look disgusting, and I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go cry. I'm gonna go pray. I said that a million times, but I'm actually gonna go do it now.